Baby doll, you are a single strawberry sitting all by yourself on the fruit platter. I made this scheduled post from June 2022 as we were collapsing. This was right after Elon Musk sold Bitcoin, Luna, Celsius. Everything was really heating up. It was over. I made this as a post back then, and look, it just appeared recently and it was juicy. Remembering the pain of the dagger which slices our portfolios. Look at this. I literally took the screenshot. Collapse. Bitcoin hit $17,000 here. It was all over. This ushered in the anger phase. Anger. Celsius, middleman Ponzi's. We saw many influencers. Unfortunately, they are subhuman filth, trash, scum who were telling people, go onto these centralized Ponzi exchanges. They are safe. Meanwhile, they were withdrawing their money out of the Ponzi at the same time. Caught. Not guessing. Not making it up. Literally caught. We're going to play some angel music for them, all right? Is there forgiveness for that? Look, friends, I know we are taught to forgive and forget. My God, I don't know if I can do that. I can't. No. I'm not going to live my life where you just forgive pieces of trash like that. No. Never forget this, because it's going to happen again. They're just going to do it in a different way. You can't trust these influencers. They have different incentives. I've already shown you and I've made for you the triangle of non-friendship. 1, 2, 3. You can only satisfy 2 conditions. You make money, the influencer makes money, or reputation risk. They can only take 2 at a time. The influencer always chooses to make money, and they always choose to save their reputation. They only shield stuff after green candles, during green candles, while you're getting the dopamine. They don't care about your future return. They care about how you feel today. They're selling you centralized trash exchanges. They never pick the scenario where you make money. Now, you probably want to know, it's a quick note, how do you make money? Well, maybe you have a friend who you like, subscribe, press the belly button and all to, and you shock the algorithm. How do you make money? Up the top, the triangle. Because I am telling you to buy in the depression. My reputation takes a hit. I don't care. I have 0 reputation care. I don't care. 0. It means nothing to me. I love and appreciate every single one of you, but I'm not going to look at the right answer and tell everybody, oh, golly gee, I don't want to upset you. Sorry. How many times have you heard me say, oh, I'm not going to tell you this because it'll make you too upset? Never. I've always brought you the truth. You buy in the depression. Yes, candles are red. Yes, it's a scam. Yes, there's a corrupt SEC. Yes, everyone's doing backflips and turning on each other, knives at each other's throat. I don't care. It's the right answer. The right answer is to buy low. I've been in markets for this many years for a reason. You buy low. You need balls, not brains. Lucky for us, we have a peanut brain. Look at this quote from this poet, Charles Bukowski. Sometimes you climb out of bed in the morning and you think, I'm not going to make it. But you laugh inside, remembering all the times you felt that way. This is 100% applicable to crypto. Getting crushed, $17,000 Bitcoin, the anger phase came after, and then as we know, by the end of that year, we had depression. Everybody was crying. I also want to remind you this important lesson. On the chart, when you look at it, let's zoom in. On the chart, it looks so simple. It's just a couple of red candles. Look at this. So people can't have an appreciation. Look at this. It's just a couple of red candles. What's so bad? This is death, destruction, the apocalypse coming in. Literally the 4 horsemen. And they're just diarrheaing everywhere. Don't ever forget this. Why? Why is this important? Is it because you are going to give 0% chance to this happening when the green candles arrive up the tops? 0. Your brain and my brain, we can't process feeling the other way. We can't process it. We can't feel like that. We only feel now. It's a survival instinct. We get the dopamine hit now. It overwhelms everything. It's so when you see a lion in the jungle, you start sweating, you get anxious, you want to run away. They don't want you, your brain and your body doesn't want you to start thinking rationally. Luckily for us in markets, we can. You're going to have a friend like me who's going to be telling you all about this when euphoria is here. Only the strong hodlers survive. I even mentioned here, look, tight grip as they print more money supply yearly. No one cared about this, by the way. Do you think anybody cared? I made so many posts saying, guys, I went back and I checked. The average money supply print is 5% per year. Now, granted, for 2022, they contracted by 1%, but it doesn't matter. It's an average. But I know, the market and emotions. You can't talk to people and say, look, don't feel sad because they print money over a 5-year period. They go, 5-year period? I'm getting destroyed today. I didn't care about 5 years. I'm not even going to make it to 5 years. So I can have so much empathy for that. But don't forget, when we're at the green candle mode, and you know there's going to be green candle mode again, 2017 green candle mode, 2021. When we're green candle mode on the monthly chart, you know what's going to happen. People are going to forget that weak hands are with them. That's the most important part, friends. It's not that, if we go up, it's not that the price shouldn't be there or it should be there or what are the fundamentals. All that matters is that you are long with weak hands. Weak hands, friends, sell bottoms. When red candles come, they take losses. When minus 40% in Bitcoin comes, they take losses. Minus 50%, they take losses. 60, 70, 80, more. They just keep selling on the way down. They buy on the way up, they sell on the way down. That momentum and that pressure, unfortunately, crushes us. I want to remind you too, when we talk about retailers doing this, it's not just retailers, it's institutions. Institutions get out. Why? Because as the candles go red, you flip down below moving averages, indicators. They look for reasons to sell. Don't think, an institution, they have pens in their front pocket sometimes and they have a building and there's office lights. They have a coffee machine. Doesn't matter. They sell lows. They are unbelievably weak. Institutions mean nothing. They should be hiring someone like me just to give them pep talks every morning. Like an army officer saying, I will not paper hand today. But you don't get this during the bull market. You hire this dude so he's ready in the bear market. But these institutions don't care. Why? Because these hedge funds and all these losers, they care about the commission at the end of the year. They're not here for the long term. That's why they're always going to be working as a cubicle cuck. But you're not a cubicle cuck, are you? Of course not, friends. I want you to remember this. They said Bitcoin would go negative. Look at this. Pointed to the exact bear market low zone. I had this post. I literally posted it at the low. Look, there's no candles after that. Look, let's go through. I'm your friend, and I'm calling the bottom. The bottom is officially in for crypto. Forbes have just released an article saying that Bitcoin could go to negative prices. They also said that crypto is going down to 0 because of carbon taxes. That's right, 0. Tell me, who on earth with a peanut brain like this and straight posture could give this much confidence? Me. Why? I'd seen enough. We had bankless dudes crying, literally shedding tears on stream. We had Kobe saying, for the first time, I'm actually embarrassed to tell people I want nothing to do with this industry. There was just an overwhelming collection of depression. And I'm like, and now you tell us we're going to negative prices. Friends, can I tell you something? From the bottom of my heart, I'm trying to look after you, okay? When you see this trash, I know, look, a lot of people, they message me, hey man, I want your confidence, etc. I didn't care about that. Doesn't really matter. All that matters is that you win. You can feel like it's going to 0, okay, all right? I felt like it. I did not, even though I'm confident in my words here, I felt it. We're humans. We learn by osmosis. We get to suck in, no pun intended, suck in everyone else's feelings and emotions. Family-friendly show, please. Make sure you remember it's a family-friendly show. So you're sucking in everyone else's emotions because there's fear, anxiety, depression, sadness, crying. We feel that too. That's why people go and buy the tops, is because they see everybody else happy. It's contagious. It's the same thing that happened now. But I just had enough. Negative prices? Are you kidding me? There's so many lessons to learn from the... Look, they called for negative prices. So we might see the inverse of this at the top. What's the inverse of negative? Maybe they're going to say infinity. Maybe they're going to say infinity, friends. Maybe we're going to get to the top again, and maybe Max Kaiser goes on national TV and says Bitcoin is literally going to infinity because the US dollar has no bottom. The US dollar will keep getting printed forever. And, you know, he's been saying that for a long time, but they're going to push those words out to the media and says Bitcoin could go to infinity dollars. And we might see something like this and be like, oh man, that looks like the biggest top signal. But you're going to look at your portfolio and go, wait a minute, but Bitcoin's only $80,000. This can't be a top signal. We haven't even cracked 100 yet. You see, when your mind is starting to reason with itself here, that is the danger part. Instead, what we're going to do is, when we see news like that, I'm just going to be telling you, hey friends, I don't like this top signal. I'm going to mention to you, I enjoy the fact that our bags have been pumping, but I don't like this sign of euphoria. Wall Street cheat sheet, okay? I don't like it. By the way, just to let you know this too, okay? Even if you don't see direct euphoria, if you see people in belief and thrill, you should get out. Why? Because you know, once complacency is done, we're coming back to the anxiety, denial, and panic phase, which is exactly where belief is. And that's what we saw, by the way. You know, we saw this, which is right here. Look at this. This is Elon Musk selling. Elon Musk got in here, by the way, and then Elon Musk sold. Look at this. Elon Musk, he went in the belief phase, and it became thrilling and euphoric up the top. And then complacency, bang. Well, this whole thing might be complacency. It doesn't really matter. You see the point? We do this U-turn back. So even if you see stuff, you're like, you know what? I could see us going up higher, but I want to protect myself as well. Just when we U-turn. Look at this. They eventually did U-turn, didn't we? You just felt like an idiot for the next few months. So what do you do to mitigate this? Well, that means you just don't get everything out. It's simple. If you have a portfolio, let's say a portfolio is worth $100,000 in that belief zone, and you're like, I know you're going to be disappointed. Because when we see those signs, that person with $100,000, I guarantee they are following people who are telling them there's another 5x to go. You're going to have $500,000. You shouldn't get out now. Of course, man, of course. And that person with $300,000 portfolio, people are going to be telling him, you're going to be a millionaire in just 6 months. It's going to triple again. We're not stopping up here. You see? This all rings a pattern. I know it does, because this is exactly what happened in the previous cycle, 2021. It's all fresh. So when it comes there, you just trim off 5%. See how you feel. You just trim off 5% and just leave it. That's what I want to do. You know, it's actually better if you trim off and it keeps going up. You feel some FOMO, but you're like, oh man, that means I can't rebuy back in. Good, you don't want to. You don't want to touch it at all. So that's the game plan. Don't worry, I will be making more videos throughout 2024. We are nowhere near sell zones here. Nowhere near. We're not even close, friends. So don't worry, we've got plenty of time. But as we see signals like that, oh, Jim Cramer's calling for $300,000 Bitcoin. All right, guys. Go to everything in your portfolio right now and sell 3%. Like literally right now. Go to the portfolio. You got 100K in there? I don't care. Okay, you now have 97K. You take that 3K, right? Go literally pay taxes, and go put it in your bank account. Get it out of crypto. I don't want you buying dips with it. That's how everybody got destroyed, by the way. You often hear me say, friends, you know, at the top here. So many people who exit at the top, they actually buy back in and then they get destroyed and they take losses again. That's why only like 5% of people can exit. It's not like 30%. You see lots of volume up there. You think everybody's exiting? No, they're not. It's literally 3 to 5%. Because half the people buy back in. They buy back in too early. They use leverage. Unfortunately, I know someone who did this personally. It hurts me. I've received DMs from other people doing the same. They actually sold like 50K Bitcoin and then they leveraged on the way down and then they lost a majority of what they made in the bull market. So I'm hoping you can make it back. I really am hoping that you can do that. That's why it's super important. Look at these signals. You're not going to get this confidence. And trust me, yes, I want this confidence. I know when I listen to somebody, I want them to say, this is the bottom. This is the top. I know we want that, but you're not going to really get that. And if it is, you're not going to believe it. How many people do you think were believing me when I said I'm calling it bottoms in, dude? No one believed. That's going to be useful, though. If we start calling tops and no one believes it, maybe we're going to have to be worried at that point. But you know, we've come so far and the cycles are repeating. Hasn't broken yet. We're going to see how this goes in 2024. I pray that we make it through safely. Bull market is coming, friends. Like, subscribe, tell mum and dad. Bitcoin halving 2024 is going to be a great year. Catch you soon.